CMSportsNet is made possible by Genova's To Go.
Hi, I'm Pat Stetzer, and welcome back to Game On. It's Valentine's Day, and we love high school sports around here at CMSportsNet. No chocolate or roses, though, yet. Just basketball, wrestling, and indoor track. So let's get into it. It's Game On. We begin with our most recent game of the week, a showdown in Eldersburg between the pair of rivals who faced off for the first time this season. CMSportsNet was there for all of the action.
It was rivalry night on Friday, February 9th, as Liberty hosted Century in a battle of crosstown boys basketball rivals. The Lions and Knights played 3 times last season, and their 2 regular season games were decided by a combined 6 points. Cole Jernigan gets into the paint and dishes off to Tristan West for an easy layup. Liberty is attacking Century's defense early on. Jernigan takes it himself this time and draws contact while scoring. Lions up on the Knights 7-2. Century answers, and Nick Barron drains a 3 with an assist from Peyton Conrad. 2-point game between the rivals. Aaron Bald's shot won't go in, but West battles for the rebound and scores on the putback. And after 1 quarter, it's Liberty 19, Century 11. Jernigan's 3 is off the mark, and Nate Brown goes the other way for a Knights layup early in the second quarter. Century cuts the lead to 3 points, and Liberty can't connect on a 3-pointer, but it's West again under the hoop. West passes to Alex Thompson, and the senior takes it to the rack with a left-handed finish. And Liberty finishes the first half with a 30-25 lead. It's still a 5-point game into the third quarter when West finds Jaden Zumbrin for a nice layup. Liberty up by 7. Ball with a tough off-balance shot, but he gets it to go, and the Lions are starting to build a big lead. Daniel Riley hits a pair of free throws for Century, but Liberty is right back on the attack. West gets it down low and scores, and the Lions lead 49-41 after 3 quarters. West gets it to Thompson, and the senior lays it in. Liberty 51, Century 41. When Jernigan cans this 3-pointer in front of his team's bench, the Lions are up 56-41, and the Knights head into a timeout. Liberty leads by 19, but Conrad isn't going to stop playing. A nice drive to the basket and a chance for a 3-point play for the senior. The Lions are in control, but check out this 3-pointer from Mason Hendricks with a foul. He completes the 4-point play, and the Knights are down by 9. Liberty keeps Century at bay, and the final score is Lions 71, Knights 61. Cole Jernigan leads the way with 24 points, and Tristan West adds 15 as Liberty improves to 7-4 in the county. Ben Chenoweth has 15 points to pace Century, but the Knights fall to 6-5 in the CCAL.
We had a chance to talk to Lions guard Cole Jernigan after he led his team past Century last Friday. It's time to hear from the senior now.
Welcome back, Game of the Week. I'm joined now by Cole Jernigan. We did this once before, a few games ago. Congrats, Cole, on the win.
Thank you.
You've had a couple of these under your belt now, the Century-Liberty rivalry. I remember talking to you about this last year, and it was sort of new to you then. What's it like to finally get this game out of the way, under your belt, and obviously win in front of a raucous crowd?
It feels great. It's probably the biggest game of the year, and it just feels great to go out there and put on for the show.
Yeah, get a win in front of the crowd. It's always a big crowd in both gyms.
Of course, yeah.
Right from the beginning, you guys sort of your goal was to attack the basket. I think you guys really got into the paint. You've been doing that all year, but was it a point of emphasis in this game because you knew you had some advantage there to get into the basket, to get into the paint and score off the glass like you guys did? You and Tristan and Alex and a lot of guys who were doing it.
Yeah, we knew we can get down low and score when we had the advantage there, and we can run more than they're more athletic.
Right.
So we just took that to our advantage.
You've been doing it since you got here, and the ability to slash to the hoop. And again, having guys like Tristan and Alex, having them back, and some of those they missed a little bit of time last year here and there. Other guys did too, and then got some guys graduated from last year. But it feels like when you guys are cooking, it's Liberty basketball. It's the way you always have been playing the game. How much pride do you take in the fact that like that's your style and you're not going to waver from it, and it's going to win games more often than not?
It feels good to have our whole starting five the whole year.
Yeah.
And having Alex back is a big help in helping our chemistry.
It's never a safe lead. I know last year's playoff game, they had that big comeback and they got it and you guys pulled away. You were up by almost 20 here, but I'm sure in the back of your mind as a veteran here and a senior, you knew that it wasn't over yet. You still had to attack and do the things on offense because they were going to try to make a comeback, and they did. Got it back down to 9 or 8. Is that just what you're going to get with Century Liberty? You know it's never going to be over until the final.
Oh yeah, of
seconds
course.
of
When we were up just by 10 in the first quarter, I was like, we can't look at the score. They're gonna come back and they're not gonna let up.
Right. And you guys had it to almost 20 at one point, and then you look up a minute later, or 2 minutes later, and it's down to 9.
Yeah, exactly.
But free throws were a big deal. You guys were getting to the line, obviously, and you went to the line almost 30 times. This is a big game. I know you can't win a county title because of your record stuff, but it's a big game. A, it's a rivalry game, and B, it's for playoff seedings. I know you won't play them in the playoffs, but it's a win that you need to keep pace and be the top seed in your playoff when you're trying to get back there and cut the nets down again in the playoffs. So is that the mindset? Do the guys in this team realize, hey, okay, we wanted to win the county, maybe we can't, but we still got things to play for?
Yeah, it's a fun game. Since we dropped down to 1A, it's a good, fun, like out of region game.
Yeah.
But we're looking for the long run and see how far we can get there.
And trying to play at home obviously is important.
Of course,
you guys did that last year too. What's the mindset right now? Only a few weeks to go, and then playoffs are going to begin. Then it's your last run as a team. I know you want to cut nets down and stuff, but you got to get there first. How do you guys feel physically and mentally as you make that stretch toward the playoffs?
We've been dealing with some sicknesses, but going forward, we just got to keep playing how we do, and keep having our guys together with the chemistry.
I know you were battling some, but you weren't going to miss this game, were you?
Of course not.
I knew it.
No,
Coach Sinnott said, "Oh, he might not play." In my mind, I'm thinking, "Yeah, right. He's going to play. He's going to play." Hey, man, well, congrats on a good game.
Thank you.
Stick with me right here.
Our thanks to Cole Jernigan for joining us on the Game of the Week postgame show. Liberty and Century meet up again on February 22nd for round 2. Now it's time to check on some of the recent boys basketball results from around Carroll County. Winters Mill held on against Westminster for the second time this season, and the Falcons stayed in the county championship hunt. South Carroll added a win over FSK, and Man Valley defeated Hereford going away. On to the boys hoops top scorers from the past week. Brendan Luddy led the Mavericks to that win Friday behind 29 big points. Tonic Zitta netted 24 for the Owls against Eastern Tech, and South Carroll's Micah Puckett had 20 on Monday against Middletown. The boys basketball county standings are up to date. You see Man Valley leads the pack. The Mavericks have already clinched at least a tie of their first ever county title. Winters Mill can share it with them if the Falcons beat South Carroll on February 20th. Upcoming boys games now, it's out-of-county matchups for a few days. Century hosts Mount Hebron on Thursday, then we have Man Valley and Liberty both on the road. Don't forget South Carroll visits Winters Mill in a big game next Tuesday. That game between the Cavaliers and the Falcons is a big one. Like I said, CMSportsNet plans to give you coverage of that matchup. Now we turn to girls basketball, and we see some recent results from the hardwood. Man Valley picked up a big win over a Hereford team that was 15-1 going into the game. And from last Friday, the Owls and Cavaliers picked up wins, and the Lions outlasted the Knights in overtime on February 8th in a good game there. On to the top scoring performances from the past week. FSK's Drew Watkins poured in 34 points in the Eagles' win over Smithsburg. Harley McKee had big games for the Cavaliers, and Reese Crestline led Man Valley in their win over Hereford. The Carroll County girls basketball standings show county champ Westminster with the top record at 10-2, and 4 girls teams have winning records overall with the regular season winding down. Just like the boys, we have some girls games of note coming up that have county teams crossing county lines. The Lions and Owls are both on the road along with Century, while Winters Mill gets Wild Lake at home on Thursday. 4 teams have one county game to go before the regional playoffs get set in 2 weeks, so stay tuned for CMSportsNet coverage of much more with girls basketball. Now we go to wrestling, where the county is already in postseason mode. Recent wrestling results time, South Carroll had a week of postseason success last week. You see how the Cavaliers earned a 3rd straight dual state championship. SC beat Middletown in the 1A state final on February 10th in Waldorf. The county wrestling standings are up to date, and you see South Carroll unbeaten at 26-0. Carroll County flexing its muscle, continuing to flex its muscle, as 6 of the 7 teams had winning records overall in duels. Pretty impressive. Let's stay with South Carroll and talk about them. The Cavaliers went 33-1 in duels last year, graduated 4 wrestlers with state championships on their resumes. SC had a young bunch this winter, but still cruised through the regular season unblemished before whipping the 1A postseason competition. Cavs coach Brian Hamper has 2 unbeaten wrestlers in Grayson Barnhill and Brody Henry. That's a sophomore and a freshman. Sophomore JoJo Gelati's 42-1, and Landon Hamper, another sophomore, is 33-1. The Cavaliers have 8 wrestlers with 30 or more wins this season. It's quite a number. CMSportsNet will be bringing you full coverage of the annual county championship tournament. It's coming up soon. Westminster High School hosts the junior varsity and varsity tournaments, co-ed and girls, on February 16th and 17th. Let's find out which wrestlers had the top seeds in every weight class heading into the county tournament. Start with the girls. Manchester Valley's Faith Day is the top seed at 100 pounds. Day won a state championship last winter, so look for her to keep going in postseason. Liberty's Aubrey Oler is the top seed at 105, and 2-time state runner-up Layla Lagunas of Man Valley is number 1 at 110. Francis Scott Key has 4 top seeds overall, and the Eagles are the reigning girls team county champs. Westminster has another reigning state champ, Taylor Meade, the top seed at 140. Winners Mill has 2 unbeaten top seeds, Gabby McLeod and Jade Love, 13-0 and 14-0. Over to the co-ed side now. South Carroll's going for a 3rd straight team title and 12th overall. The Cavaliers have 6 top seeds in the tournament, led by reigning state champ JoJo Gelati, among others. Man Valley has top seeds in Braden Vandervoort and Crew Boog, and Century has a pair, thanks to Braden Brassell at 113 and Chidima Iziogo at 285. Only 3 wrestlers have 40 or more wins so far this season, and here's one of them right there, Westminster's Braden Vaca, so you see he's the top seed at 157 pounds. It's going to be a lot of good wrestling in the next 3 weeks. Like I said, CMSportsNet is set to bring you exclusive coverage of the county championships live from Westminster High School. The junior varsity tournament is Friday, beginning at 4 p.m., and the varsity tournament begins Saturday at 9 a.m. Join me and Michael Duffy for the finals at 3:30 on Saturday as we find out who will be crowned county champs. The wrestling season has more to come with regional and state tournaments on the horizon. As always, CMSportsNet's got you covered the rest of the way. Time for a quick shout out, and let's go out to the football field. Westminster senior Kyrese Walker recently made a commitment to play Division II college football at Frostburg State University. Walker ran this past fall for 1,141 yards and threw for 1,277 yards. Led the county with 16 touchdowns and was named CMSportsNet Player of the Year. Congrats to Kyrese Walker. Time for a quick break. When we come back, we'll take a look at how some of the county's indoor track athletes are gearing up for the state meet. And we'll unveil another CMSportsNet Athlete of the Week. So don't go away, because Game On will be right back.
Hungry? Genova's to go. Pizza, pasta, subs, and more. Fresh hot pizza right from the oven. Genova's to go. A mouth-watering cheesesteak just off the grill. Genova's to go. Fresh baked bread and plump wings seconds from the fryer. Genova's to go. Genova's to go carry-out, delivery, mobile device, and online ordering is available at all locations. Westminster, Hampstead, Manchester, and our newest dining room in Eldersburg for lunch, dinner, or any time in between. Genova's to go.
It's Matt Madness as CMSportsNet brings you the best of high school wrestling with live coverage of the Carroll County Wrestling Championships. Catch JV on Friday, varsity on Saturday. And be sure to join me and Michael Duffy for complete coverage of the championship finals. See who will be named county champions. Watch CMSportsNet's live coverage of the Carroll County Wrestling Championships February 16th and 17th. We've got you covered.
Hey there, I'm Pat Stetzer.
And I'm Michael Duffy, inviting you to join us for The Score and more.
And each week we'll talk about high school sports in Carroll County. We'll share information about upcoming games, highlight coaches and athletes, and much more.
We'll even try to have a little fun along the way. Don't miss The Score and More podcast presented by CMSportsNet.
The Score and More Sports Podcast is available online at carrollmediacenter.org and on a variety of podcast channels. Skill, dedication, leadership. Just a few of the things it takes to be named CMSportsNet's Athlete of the Week. Each week, CMSportsNet recognizes an outstanding player for their contribution to their sport. Meet some of Carroll County student athletes and join us as we celebrate their performance, impact, and outstanding accomplishments.
CMSportsNet's Athlete of the Week is brought to you in part by Barnes-Bollinger Insurance Services. We're here for the home team. Barnes-Bollinger Insurance Services. And by Genovas to Go. Locations in Westminster, Hampstead, Manchester, Hanover, and Eldersburg. Genovas Pizza, Pasta, Subs, and more.
Welcome back to Game On. Let's jump back into Carroll County winter high school sports. The indoor track season is coming to a close with the state championship meets set for next week down in Prince George's County. Class 1A and 4A teams compete on February 20th and the 2A and 3A teams are February 21st. It's all down at the PG Sportsplex in Landover. Carroll has plenty of state qualifiers for the upcoming championship meet, and here are those who won regional titles in the last week. We're going to start with the girls. One note here, Westminster's Emma Reeves set a new all-time top performance for indoor track with her throw of 41 feet 10 inches at regionals. Congrats to Emma there. Boys regional champs include 3 from Liberty as the Lions won the Class 1A meet team title. Some good stuff there from the Lions boys squad. Our latest Game On spotlight shines on track and field. We recently stopped by indoor track practice at Century and Manchester Valley, where athletes from both of those county championship squads were staying warm as the state meet approaches. Let's go ahead and take a look.
The indoor track and field season is about to culminate with state championships, and there will be plenty of Carroll County representatives when the MPSSAA meet take place February 20th and 21st at the PG Sportsplex in Prince George's County. The postseason has been a successful one for many county track and field athletes. Century's girls team won the county championship in late January for a 5th year in a row, while Manchester Valley's boys made it 3 county team titles in as many years. Now, athletes from several of the county schools set their sights on states, and the excitement level is high.
I'm really excited for it. I have been preparing for this since freshman year, and I'm just really excited to go out there and run again.
Well, what was super exciting is we had 16 different guys score points. And if one of those 16 don't score, then we would not have won the championship. So that was just super exciting for the whole team.
Yeah, I'm really happy with how it turned out. We had some setbacks there at the beginning of the meet, but we were all just really happy to come together as a team and see the result. You know, whether it was by .33 or by 30, we were just happy to win, and we're always proud to put the plaques up in the building.
Century junior Kaylin Stein won gold in the 300 and 500 dashes at the county meet and ran on 2 of the night's first-place relay teams. Stein ran first in the 500 at the 2A West meet as well and helped Century capture the team championship on February 6th. Stein stays busy during indoor meets like many of her fellow track athletes do and said results are what motivates her to perform.
I kind of just, when I'm out there, I just go out there and run. If I just tell myself while I'm running, like, I can keep going, I can go faster, like, and I mean, I do. Like, I just push for first place, so.
Century is streaking into states with that run of county titles to go with 3 regional crowns in a row. And assistant coach Stephanie Nagel said the Knights feed off one another to rack up points and wind up victorious.
Yeah, I mean, it's been great. I mean, we kind of instill in them straight from the beginning that, you know, we're a family and we support each other. And if we support each other and work hard along the way, we'll continue to have success. And that's what they're the best at. They go into each meet trying to get PRs, trying to get better, and they've been successful, so.
Longtime coach Jim McDonald's Man Valley boys team held off Winners Mill by .33 points to take the county championship meet title, led by double winner Christian Childs. The senior won the 800 and 1600 meter runs and went on to take silver in the 1600 at the 3A West meet. Childs says he wants to finish his final indoor season on a high note.
We're all just trying to come in and put in as much work as we can, quality work. You know, we keep each other motivated, keep each other accountable, and we're just excited to have the opportunity to come and run. I'm trying to do the best I can. You know, being a senior, I've been working for a good while, so this is my last chance indoor to do what I've been coming here to do. So hopefully it goes the way we want, and if not, it was still a great opportunity to go compete.
McDonald has a small boys contingent heading into the state championships, but said he's confident the Mavericks will perform well on the biggest stage of the season.
You know, we've been really fortunate over the last few years to have some really talented runners, starting with Aiden Neal, who's at University of North Carolina now, and Carter Knox, who's at University of Tennessee running. And now we've got Christian Childs and some other new guys that are coming in and trying to fill the void, and they're doing great.
Good luck to all the county state championship athletes next week. Now it's time for the CMSportsNet Athlete of the Week. And this South Carroll wrestler led his team to another piece of coveted hardware. Let's find out who it is right now.
All right, this week's CMSportsNet Athlete of the Week is Grayson Barnhill, South Carroll Wrestling. Grayson and the Cavaliers had a huge week last week that ended with them winning another state duels championship. Grayson, you went 5-0 last week, but first, tell me about what it was like to go back to Waldorf and repeat as a dual meet state champ.
I mean, it felt good just being with my team and helping my teammates come through, and just happy to be there with my teammates and then be able to put in the hard work that we've been working all year for.
What's that place like, the atmosphere? I've been there many times, and obviously you've been there a couple times yourself. When you're in that, it's almost like an arena style that everyone's looking down on you to compete. It's the 4 best teams to that point, going, putting their all on the mat. You guys have been there and done it. Now this is 3 times, 2 for you. But what's the whole atmosphere like to go there and make that trip and know that every time you got to bring your A game on every bout, or else it could be, season over at that point?
I mean, I think it puts a good pressure on us, and I think when that pressure's on us, we really show who we are, and we can really dominate in those types of situations.
You were 5-0 last week in the postseason, and I think Coach Hammer told me they were all first-period pins. Everybody wants to go out there and try to get a pin, but those are quick, and I know you have some quick pins on your resume. How much of that is in your mind when you step onto the mat every time? Hey, okay, I want to try to win, but I also want to dominate and get a pin early. Is that what you think when you step out there and get ready to wrestle?
Yeah, it's really just, if that's what's going to help our team motivate the rest of our team to do their best, then that's what I'm going to try and do for the team.
Yeah, and it seems like you guys have always talked about how if one person does it, it goes to one to the next to the next. That's how you guys have strung together all these wins. What's it like being on a team like this? I mean, you've only had 1 or 2 dual meet losses in the last couple of years. You're undefeated so far. All the guys are as well. The pressure is always there for South Carroll Wrestling, but you guys always rise to the challenge. What's it like being on a team like this?
I mean, I think it helps us, like, physically and mentally with our sport, and with the pressure that's put on us, it just tells us that we need to work harder, and with work, we can just dominate everybody we wrestle.
That being said, another big test coming this weekend, counties where you guys have had success, and you've done the same there. What's the mindset going into this weekend at Westminster High School? Again, another cool event where everyone kind of watches you from the top, and the best of the best get out there and wrestle in the county. How are you feeling? How do you think the team's feeling as you guys get ready for counties?
I know I'm feeling really good, and I think the team is, just because how we dominated last year and how we've been dominated this year. I think it's just coming to show that we're ready for counties, regionals, and states to come through.
All right, Grayson, well, congrats on a great week last week, and good luck this week and the rest of the season. Grayson Barnhill, the latest CMSportsNet Athlete of the Week.
Thank you.
CMSportsNet's Athlete of the Week is brought to you in part by Barnes Bollinger Insurance Services and by Genova's To Go.
Congrats to Grayson Barnhill, the latest CMSportsNet Athlete of the Week, and here are a look at all of our picks so far from the winter season. A few more still to come. And that's it for another episode of Game On. As always, we thank you for watching. There'll be postseason wrestling coverage coming your way February 16th and 17th when CMSportsNet presents exclusive coverage of the Carroll County Championship tournaments. Junior varsity and varsity, co-ed and girls action over both of those 2 days. Don't want to miss it. Be sure to catch all of our high school sports content online on Facebook and YouTube, as well as our website at cmsportsnet.com. And you can watch us on cable channel HD 1086. Thanks again, everybody. Happy Valentine's Day, and we'll see you next time.
Hungry? Genova's To Go. Pizza, pasta, subs, and more. Fresh hot pizza right from the oven. Genova's To Go. A mouth-watering cheesesteak just off the grill. Genova's To Go. Fresh baked bread and plump wings seconds from the fryer. Genova's To Go. Genova's To Go carry-out, delivery, mobile device, and online ordering is available at all locations. Westminster, Hampstead, Manchester, and our newest dining room in Eldersburg for lunch, dinner, or any time in between. Genova's To Go.